Alright, so in this video I'm gonna go over how to create an elevator system from scratch. So so you have your, I just started off with the basic map that I just created here. It's empty. I just rebuild the lighting just to get rid of that shadows from the previous elevator. Alright, so first thing you need to add is the bottom piece of the elevator. Uh, Now just an explanation, just a few words on the folder structure here. The blueprints contain obviously the blueprints for the elevator, and the meshes contain the static meshes. So when you're making an elevator system from scratch, you're going to be using a combination of the static meshes and a combination of the blueprints. So to start with, the first thing you want to do is you want to add a static mesh for the elevator, for the system that you want to create. So let's just start with elevator one, which is basically the glass elevator. So the first piece you want to put down is the bottom frame. That's basically the piece that kind of sits at the bottom of the elevator shaft. Let's just put it in the middle. Next piece you want to add is the middle frame. Put that in the middle, right above. I believe 300 was the correct height for that. Yeah. Then you want to add the floor piece, which is located in the folder meshes right above elevator 1. Let's just put that right there, 300. Okay, and now you want to go to the blueprints and you want to add the door frame. And put that there. Now you want to position it so it's about, I guess, like right about there, I guess. Yeah, that looks fine. Now you want to add the elevator system, which is right here, elevator system. Not the elevator box, so don't touch that one because the elevator system actually contains the elevator box. So uh, as well as it contains a lot of other variables that control the the floors and whatnot. So yeah, don't throw in the elevator box. You want to be using the elevator system. Okay, so position it so it's in the same floor, the same height. Now it's important to put it at the same height as your first floor. Like, don't put it like over here or up there. It needs to be at the very first floor, uh, or because the blueprints when you press play, the blueprints actually check which floor, which height that the elevator is at, and so it basically needs to be at the first floor, basically aligned with the door frame for the first floor, which this is right now. Okay, and next thing you need to do is you need to specify the wait times for how long the elevator will wait at this particular floor, or actually all floors. They're gonna be should be the same wait times. So for the tutorial, I'm just gonna set it at 3 seconds, and the door speed. Let's just open it real fast for. And floor number, this is the first one, so 1. Now you want to click on the elevator system, which is in here. Click on that, and then set the wait times to be the same as the floor. And 4. Elevator speed, let's just move it real quick. All right, next thing you want to do, let's go ahead and add more floors. So to add more floors, just click on the door frame and click on the glass frame, and then just Control C, Control V, and then let's move it up by 300 units. Control C, Control V. Now, if you wanted to use your own like mesh which was at like different heights, like suppose you had a mesh that was like this high, uh, the the system will work fine. It automatically checks, like it automatically determines which height the door frames are at. Uh, so yeah, you like later on if you wanted to make an elevator system where like the heights were at like the floors were at different heights, you can do that. So yeah, let's just try that for now. Let's just try that and show you that it works fine. Did I just create two of them? No, sorry. All right. All right. So yeah, let's just test it with those four right there. And the last thing you need to do is you want to add the top frame, which is right here. So this contains the wires, the cable systems, and the pulley, the counterweights, which will animate according to how the elevators move. Okay, so now you want to link these doors and also this top frame. So click on the top frame and make sure that it's pointing to the elevator system that you created. And then next thing you want to do is you want to designate you want to change the floor numbers for these new floors that you created. So make sure that they're the correct floors. So that one down there, that's floor 1. This one we're going to be floor 2. So just change that to a 2. And this one will be floor 3. And then floor 4. Then next thing you need to do is you need to click on the elevator system. Here, elevator system. And now you need to add those floors to the array of door frames. So now one thing to note, because of the way I did the blueprints, you actually need to add one extra element one extra element in relation to how many floors that you have. So if you have actually 4 physical floors, you'll need to add 5 array elements. It's because my blueprint code looks at the index for 1, and they actually refers to that as the first floor. So the 0 element, it actually just ignores it. But you need to just put in like a door frame for the 0 one. So what you need to do is you just need to put in the first floor. So this one was called BP door frame, just BP door frame. So you need to add that one into the 0 and the 1 element. And then for the second floor, just add the floor frame for the second floor and the third floor and the fourth floor. And then that should be it. Now we can just go ahead and press play. Oh, sorry, my character controller is up off the floor. I also have some meshes for like stairs here. These are just basic meshes if you want to just, you can use these. They're kind of ugly, but obviously you're going to be using your own, right? Yeah. Oh, right. Let's just create more of these floor sections as well, so we don't fall off into space. All right, let's press play. All right, so to activate the floors, just put the crosshair over the button and just press the left mouse button, and you can go inside, and you can press 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, it moves really fast because I set the speeds to be really high. So let's just get out. Let's drop flow. Yeah, so okay, so that's it. One other thing to note is you can actually open the hatch. There's a escape hatch over there. Um, like there's no easy way to open it from inside the game, but I added a button in the blueprint, so it's not too it's pretty trivial to just open it from the blueprint. So like if your game has you want to have some feature to like open the hatch, you can probably like make it so you can sort of add a button or kind of make it so the player like uses the hatch or whatever. But the button to open it is under the elevator system. No, it's under the the elevator box. Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, I just created a button here, open close hatch. So yeah, for your game you can probably just tie code to that particular button, and it's, yeah, shouldn't be too hard to do. So yeah, so you can have them so you can go up the frame and get on top of the elevator. So do some cool James Bond shit. Yeah. So one other thing I should mention is this elevator box here, this elevator system, it has buttons for up to 52 floors. Oh, I'm just gonna delete that one later, so don't worry about that. So what it does is it dynamically deletes the excess buttons if your elevator system doesn't have more than uh, you know 4 floors. So for this particular system, it deletes the buttons for floors 5 to 52 kind of dynamically, because basically it just checks how many floor flames you have. So because of that, the positioning might be a bit off. So for example, if you wanted the buttons to kind of sit in the middle, you want to edit this thing here called the button offset position. So I remember it was negative 0.35. That'll move it. That'll shift all of the buttons over to the middle, if I recall correctly. So the X one is the refers to the left and right positioning, and the Z refers to the up and down positioning. So I believe it was, if I remember correctly, negative zero point 0.3 will shift it a bit down. So yeah, negative will move it down, positive will move it up. And for the X, negative will move it to the right, and positive moves it to the left. So yeah, let's just test those values and see where how the buttons look like now. So there, so you notice that they shifted from over there down to over there. So it looks a bit more like realistic how a real elevator would have the buttons positioned. So yeah. Um, so yeah, that's that, and yeah, I believe that is pretty much all you need to do to create a system. Suppose you wanted to create another system within the same level. That's totally possible. Like probably the easiest way to do is probably just to Control C, Control V. So let's just select the frame. First, let's select the elevator box system, the door frame, and the middle frame section, and the bottom frame, and then Control C, and then Control V, and then let's move that over here. And now you want to rename these so it's easier to refer to them. So let's just rename the door frame to something like, so here's the name. Let's just call it BP elevator system 2, and then frame like 1. And then the elevator system, yeah, I guess it already renamed that one pretty logically. And then we just need to copy and paste some more floors. And then Control C, Control V, put that up there. Yeah, let's just use 2 floors for now. And then copy and paste this guy as well. Sorry. Alright, so now you gotta link them up to the new flame, the elevator system. So we want that one to point to the the new one. And also we need to, oh okay, actually that needs to be the 2nd floor as well. Also we need to click on this elevator system here, the new one, and we need to make sure that the array is correct. So since this new system only has 2 floors, we will need to add 3 elements, and then we make sure that it's pointing to the new frames that we created. And then 2nd one. And yeah, that should be it. And now let's test that out. So we've got 2 elevator systems, and they work independently of each other. So that one's going to go to the 4th floor. Yeah, there we go. And this one is still on the first floor. Uh, yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's how you create the two elevator systems on the first on the same floor. And yeah, so to create the second elevator system, it's pretty much the same thing. They're kind of, they have identical pieces. Um, so yeah, I'm not going to go over that. It's pretty much just copy and paste what the same procedure that you did for the first elevator system. So okay, good luck, have fun.